Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love, and Healing Tarot. How are you? My name is Hope, of course. Anyway, it's good to see you. Of course, you've heard so much about the Lion's Gate, which I won't go into because it is a portal that is very sacred. It's a cosmic heart. You know, that's a metaphor for the energy of transformation that's coming in and for manifestation as well. So know that right now, though, it started on the 28th and it runs till the 12th. But in the middle here, we are today, the 9th, with the full moon in Aquarius. So it's a double spiritual gateway, of course, and it's very intense. And it's going to shed some light, very sharp, intense light, to bring up something that needs to be cleared, and it's going to give you a breakthrough. And know that you could do this at any time. You know, you can work on yourself, work on self-healing anytime with energy. It doesn't have to be at a portal because, you know, only you can activate yourself. You are the only one that can say, yes, I want to activate this process through the energy of the universe that is here all the time. It's through love, right? So anyway, let's get on with your reading and know that, you know, the cosmic heart, if your heart is not open, you're going to feel numb. And so if you've been feeling, you know, without love or no self-love, or if you've been in codependency or jealous mode or fear of intimacy, then you need to do some work. We all need to do the work. You know, we all have these issues at times in our life, but sometimes it's through certain relationships that burden our heart, right? We have burdens there. So it's a good time to be open, do some meditative breathing, search the description box. There's so many tools there. Search my website, search other websites, the YouTube channels. There are so many people out there doing and helping people with this work. And the heart chakra is the orchestrator of your life, Sagittarius. Without the heart chakra healthy and open, you will not metabolize energy to manifest what you want to bring into your life. You will only manifest what your heart frequency is, all right? So it's not cleaned up, it's not healed, it's not pure. Well, then you're not going to bring in that highest love, okay? You'll only bring in what you've been bringing in. So know that your heart and your mind, when you have that integrity of what you want to bring in and visualize that, it's the heart energy that does it, okay? So clear up anything during this time. Is a great time of potency here for you to have some breakthroughs. And what else can I say? Just be on your way, all right? So let's go, Sag. Let's see what's going on in your life and your love life, of course. And I'm going to pull out an oracle here. Is the sacred geometry of relationships. And it's going to be the energy that is part of this reading. What is it that the energy in this reading is going to help support your process of love, right? I mean, we all support each other in love, I'm sure, but on a personal journey, your personal path, your work as a spiritual being, you're on a spiritual evolution, whether you know it or not, but that's what love is all about. So the twin flame connection is all about a spiritual evolution between two people who bring it in and help each other. So what is the oracle that's going to help Sag? Freedom. So I think that there's something that came up right away when I pulled this card, but there's limitless possibilities for you here, Sagittarius. There's great potential, you know, there's boundless expression and some bold inspiration for you, Sagittarius, because you are a fire sign, you know, and I feel that you love your freedom. You love to be in the go, you know, in the spur of the moment. And I have a moon in Sagittarius, so I know exactly how that feels. I feel like I always want to move somewhere differently every year, every 6 months, and you know, I can't do that. But in my mind, I do. So anyway, let's see what chakra is here for you as well. And of course, the heart chakra, of course, you know, as I explained to you, they have many different chakras in your body. The chakras they help you metabolize energy. And if you're not metabolizing energy, you'll create a block. And know that the chakras support the organs that it's around. So the heart chakra is right here in the center. So of course it's going to support your heart and any glands, endocrine glands, anything that's within this area, the physiology, down to the cellular level. So every chakra in your body has that process, okay? So let's see if there's anything here that Spirit wants to bring out as well with freedom. I hope it's your heart. I don't know. Let's see what comes out, Sag. Relationships. So this is the second chakra. See the orange color here in the border? Okay, this is kind of an orange color. So it's about relationships, okay? So it looks like you have the freedom right now in relationships, and that could mean many things, but I'm just going to keep pulling out some cards and tarot here and see what's going on in your relationships that are feeding freedom, okay? Let's see what in the twin flame confession, if you are looking for a twin flame or a soulmate, let's see what happens here for our Sag, freedom and relationships. And it looks like very passionate to me. You look like you're looking for a very passionate relationship. This color orange is it's about the second chakra. It's in the pelvis. That's where everything happens, right? So here we go. Let's see. Ripped apart. My goodness, vulnerable in love. This is the third time this card has come out. Okay, there's some love. Love has exposed the truth about something. So I'm not surprised in the Aquarian moon that's here, the portal of the full moon, it's all about truth, okay? That's what the Aquarian energy is all about, truth. So ripped apart, vulnerable in love. Love exposed the truth. And perhaps it's about your relationships. You want more than one relationship. You want open relationship, I feel. You want your freedom. And it's hard to have that when you really feel like you're really connected to someone, but again, you can't be committed in a way. I feel that commitment is a problem here for you, and that there's a tearing of the heart, tearing apart, vulnerable in love, and looks like, you know, the truth is coming out about what you feel, that I can't do this, you know, perhaps maybe you want your freedom, you want to be involved in more open relationships, and really, you know, kind of look at more relationships to make sure that, you know, before you commit yourself, that this is the one, right? So let's keep going here with the tarot and see what else is going on for you, Sagittarius. I almost said Scorpio. I almost said Scorpio. It's hard when you're doing so many videos, you know, and you forget in the moment. I'm with Sagittarius. My moon is in Sagittarius, so I should know that better. Anyway, here we go. So, what is coming in for you, Sagittarius? The Nine of Pentacles, freedom and independence. Love without commitment. That is exactly what you want. Love without commitment. Well, that's good, you know, as long as you know what you want and you're honest about it, because here, you know, you felt ripped apart, or the person you might have mentioned this to, you know, was ripped apart because of the love exposed the truth. You might love this person, but it's not something you want to commit yourself to, and I understand that. Freedom is very important to you. You're a free spirit. So, you know, love without commitment. That's you. So here we go. For now it is. You're checking things out, and that's what you should be doing. All right, so here we go. What is in the heart? The Nine of Wands. So in the Nine of Wands, you're being a little bit defensive, I feel, because you don't want to give in. You know, you like having relationships, but you also are very much into your freedom without, you know, having any commitment. So there's some defensive heart here. Be careful that you don't close it. You know, be careful that you're just creating a boundary. You know, that's what I feel. The Nine of Wands is here saying that it's heavy, but, you know, breathe through it, breathe through, and don't close your heart to this. You know, just keep a healthy boundary around it. All right, let's see what a possible probability is in the first line here of the first week. Let's see. We have the Knight of Swords. So, you know, there's someone in your life here that, you know, you might have swept them off your feet. You might have swept them off their feet, and, you know, there's sudden, they're coming at you. You know, I feel that that's what this defensive mood is. You know, you don't want them to talk you into coming back into a relationship that you can't commit to. So I feel there's this Knight of Swords coming at you, this energy, and saying, you were swept, they swept you off your feet, but you still are keeping yourself grounded. You are grounded into your feelings of not, being committed because you need your freedom and independence. And you mentioned that. This is the truth that came out, love exposed the truth of how you really feel. So they should respect that, and I think that being honest, is the most important thing in a relationship. Truth is the most important thing, and being truthful with yourself as well. You can't be in a relationship and fake it, right? People will know that. Anyway, here we go. What else is coming in with you? The Emperor, divine masculine. So you're very strong. You have, an authoritative view on this. You're not giving in. You're not letting anyone else run your life or change your heart. So you have this defense around it, and just have a healthy boundary. I think that's what you is the most healthiest thing to do in this situation. So let's see, Sag, what else is going on here for you? You have the Page of Pentacles. So your heart is like saying, yeah, I did love this person. I am in love with them, but I want something new. I want to go out and explore, my freedom and really see, what's out there. I think that this is something that it frees you. Your heart wants to be free. So keep a healthy boundary instead of don't close your heart. Don't be cold. All right, so here we go. And then this is the third time the Devil has come up. This is the card that's been coming up a lot, and I see why, because of the new portal that's here, the new moon. The Devil comes to us to alert us of any shadow, of everything that could be keeping us from moving forward in a higher connection of love or consciousness. So if there's obsessions, if there's any drugs, alcohol, and anything of bad habits that we have, really look into that. And it could be that was uncovered here. Perhaps there was someone here who might have been destructive or obsessive, and in kind of emotions. That could be something of a manipulator. And I feel that perhaps that is the reason for another reason why there's no commitment here in love. And then let's see, let's keep going. An obsession, destructive habit of love. There's so much here about, why people feel vulnerable, or people feel trapped, or people feel manipulated, because sometimes this energy here comes up, and the Devil's here to alert us to that make sure that, you're looking at everything, spotlight on everything. The Moon. This is the third time the Moon has come up. This is amazing. So yes, the Moon is uncovering everything right now. There's definitely uncertainty, and there's some illusion, and the complicated relationships are coming up. The Moon is bringing up everything. The Devil is shining on that too as well. So this is really a good time that's happening. People are having breakthroughs, and I believe you're having a breakthrough, Sagittarius, of what's real and what's not real in your life, especially love. You want your freedom. You like having relationships, but you want love without commitment. So I see that very clearly. So let's see what else for you, Sagittarius. We have the Two of Swords. So decisions, you made a decision. You had the choice here between yes or no. I want it, I don't want it. There's a stalemate here. That's what I feel. I feel it's come to a halt. This relationship has come to a halt, and there's a good reason for it. Whatever was beyond the energy of the Devil, or the uncertainty, or the illusions, that's a personal process that you have to uncover within yourself, and do that so that you don't go through each relationship, being, defensive, or, how could I say, be honest when you're with someone from the beginning that this is a relationship without commitment. All right, I think that's a very important thing to hear from someone. And so let's keep going here. Let's see what else the last card here that I want to pull, and then we'll pull out some oracles, okay? And some scarlet and some angel number, and then we're done. Sagittarius. So what else? Again, the Five of Cups. Amazing. Yeah, there's definitely a sadness here. There's some breakup, definitely. There's a breakup. There's all sorts of energy here showing that it's over, and there's a realization, a breakthrough. There is a freedom. There's truth that came out, and that, it exposed. Love sometimes exposes the truth. Vulnerability, you couldn't keep it in. You can't keep in something that needs to come out. So whether it was you or your other that is in this in this ending, and there's grieving, there's sadness, there's loss, there's regret, but this is what life is about. We move on. We move on, Sagittarius, but I think this is you moving on. You want the freedom. You want love without commitment right now, because there's other areas of life that you want to explore, other relationships that you need to explore. And the more you can do that, the more you learn about yourself and about your heart. All right, so let's see if there's any scarlet here energy that we would like to share with you, Sagittarius. Let's see if there's any scarlet energy here that we'd like to share about this full moon in Aquarius through the Lion's Gate. It's an amazing double, spiritual gateway. I know I had a breakthrough. It was amazing. It happened at work with my girlfriend who works there. I mean, she was amazing, and we both were like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to us. We were crying over some simple conversation, but we just had a breakthrough. It just happened. Anyway, here we go. What scarlet energy is here for you, Sagittarius, that we could add to this reading? Work. Okay. You're focusing on work. That's what I feel here. To have more, financial stability. So that's another reason why there could be this commitment that is not here in this relationship. You have more focus in work, and you don't have time for a committed relationship. You want to just have free time to explore, to relax, and to have special connections with people and relationships, because this doesn't say relationship, this says relationships. So there's more than one relationship for you in your life, and I think that that's important to really know the truth about, so that you say that right out from the go, when you meet someone, that this is not a commitment that you want. So let's see what the angel numbers are, and then I'm going to pull a card out for the spirit guides. Let's see what they bring out. But let's pull out an angel number for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what the angel number says. These are fun to do. I enjoy it. Anyway, let's see. So the angel number for Sagittarius is 505. Finish line. This is the second time this card has come out. Amazing. It's a reset, relax, surrender, victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished if you dream it. There's no reason you can't make it your reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go and have fun. So I think this is a very understanding energy for you in this reading, Sagittarius. I feel that freedom is very important to you. And when you find the real love of your life that you want to commit to, it will happen. It doesn't have to happen on the first date, So let's keep going here, and let's see one more card for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what the spirit guides. It could be an animal, it could be a guide, it could be an energy that is meant for you. Let's see what the gift is that the spirit guides want to give you. The light spirit. The light spirit, very pretty. So the light spirit is about intuition, it's about guidance, and it's about vision, So use your intuitive sense, your vision, in order to keep building more relationships that are the relationship that you want to have in your life. Intuitively, sometimes our intuition is blocked, but make sure that you're in alignment of what you really, really want, and use that intuitiveness to make sure that your heart and your mind is in alignment of what you want to bring in. All right. So anyways, that was your reading, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun to see you. Hope to see you soon. And yes, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.